The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready. Matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now Burrow. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Powers through again, and he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore, and even 40 yards.
Ravens.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started. Behind the chain, second and 13. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
And here comes Diggs. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Herbert sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long, it's Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Browns 7, Ravens 3.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well,
every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sterling.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all you got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Forced out to his left. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Browns, 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Complete.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yards.
So that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
1st and 10.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Dobbins on the carry.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gain of 13 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
He was
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he finds Howard complete.
Burrow's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Third and 2, Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes Diggs. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes Diggs. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Godwin with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now it's Burrow. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Christian Kirk. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, it's Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I thought you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, here's Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brings up third down.
The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. He's going to keep it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow got an open man. It's Ratley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
The
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now Burrow on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 from the 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Tackled by Jeff Okuda.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Ravens.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To Terry
McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Browns 31. Ravens.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.